And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, another game that was released and is on the hate train again is Anthem. So, unlike Crackdown's 3 crappy graphics that a lot of people are saying, Anthem is actually a beautiful looking game with very good graphics and visuals, in my personal opinion, on PC. Don't know how it is on console, didn't play it on console, so I can't speak for that. However, for PC, it looks very, very good. Now, the big issue behind this hate train is the simple fact that a lot of people aren't going to like what I gotta say. A lot of people are going to be against me, because it's just how it is. Keep in mind, these are just my opinions, so don't get personally hurt by them. Everybody has their own opinion. They're allowed to express it the way they want to. That's just how the world is. Okay? Alright? So keep that in mind as going into this. First of all, I want to say that a lot of people are dog shit on Anthem because of the simple reason that it's made and has to do with EA. We saw this being the same reason when Apex Legends came out. Everybody instantly started jumping on EA shit that this was a cash grab by EA, which you can check out in the top right hand corner of the screen. There will be a card linking to my video if Apex Legends was a cash grab by EA. You can go check that out up there. But Anthem overall is a pretty solid game. I've not encountered a bunch of crashes. I've not encountered a bunch of issues. As long as you make sure you have the hardware available to run it on PC. I'm speaking for the PC version of the game, not for the Xbox. I know the Xbox has some crashing issues, some black screen issues, stuff like that. I'm not speaking for that version of the game. I can only speak for my personal preference of the game because that is what I play it on. I cannot speak for other versions of the game because I have not played on those versions of the game. You understand what I'm saying? I just can't do that. So when it comes down to it, Anthem overall is pretty good. I've only encountered one or two issues with has to do with my hardware, not with the actual game. So for an example, there was where enemies weren't popping in when they should be, and on top of that, there was an issue where when I would fly there and then drop, I would have to wait for the enemies to load in, and they would already be killing me. And that overall was my issue. I had the game actually installed on a 5200 RPM drive that was 2 terabytes. All I did was simply remove some of the games on my 1 terabyte, which is a 7200 RPM, move it over there, and the issue has been fixed. Now, for those of you who don't know, you're probably asking, what does that mean? Well, basically pretty much a 5200 RPM drive, because it moves slower, loads the game a lot slower than a 7200 drive, which loads the game faster because it spins faster. That's just how it works. So the other issue is I have encountered some pretty ridiculous lag spikes, but that is related to my personal hardware of my computer. I just now learned that my power supply is going out of my computer, and I learned that EVGA is not under warranty, so I'm going to have to buy a brand new one. So that is, of course, that. But other than that, I have not encountered any issues since launch with Anthem at all whatsoever. So none at all. I've encountered perfectly good frame rates aside from my PSU giving me problems, my power supply giving me problems, and I've had just straight fun playing the game. Now, is Anthem for everybody? The answer to that is no. Anthem is for the people who want to suit up kind of like Iron Man and like the idea of being this badass guy in a power suit armor going around and fucking things up as they play throughout the game. That's just simply what Anthem is, and the ability of trying to collect the best loot in the game as possible for all 4 of your javelins. If you don't like that type of gameplay, such as like Destiny, such as like grinding out really, a lot, and stuff was like if you play Borderlands and trying to get the best loot in Borderlands, stuff like that, you will not like Anthem. Now, there are a lot of people complaining and simply stating, oh, there's not a lot of physical sales for Anthem and stuff like that. That doesn't fucking matter in 2019. 2019, half the majority of things is digital. If you actually compare the digital sales to the physical sales, you would actually see the total marginal sales for Anthem is actually pretty big. And when I look over here at my Xbox currently right now, there is 9 people playing Anthem. Currently on Xbox right now, on my Xbox, there's 9 people playing it. It's a game that you can play by yourself solo and with people as well, so it's a very interesting mix. If you want the game to be more challenging, you play by yourself, or you up the difficulty and go in with a group. You don't have to have a necessarily group of friends to play. It is better to do it that way, as you probably get more enjoyment out of it as opposed to just playing with random players, but it's nice to meet random players and see what type of paint or equipment they have on their javelins or whatever. Yes, there is microtransactions in the game, but in 2019, what the fuck do you expect? And yes, it is EA. So when it comes down to it, Anthem is just another game that got dropped on by the hate train that is actually a pretty decent game, but it has to be your type of game is the issue. If it's not your type of game, you're not going to like it. Thanks. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you have Anthem and what you personally think of the game, and I'll see you guys next time.